Okay, and welcome back to part 2 of FI Interview. I finally got the title down. FI stands for Fantasy Island. Probably something I should have been able to figure out, but, you know, work has been long hours lately. So, what happened last episode is we were on a boat, we got seasick, we got to an island, and we met our boss's shadow, which seemed to have Peter Pan style escaped from him. Our actual boss, I have no idea. We have no idea what he looks like. But we learned that there are two types of choices in this game. There is right-wrong choices, which if we get them wrong, will immediately end the game. And then there's impression choices, which will affect how other characters view us, from what I understand. So I guess we'll find out how that's gonna affect the game. So let's jump right back into it. Looks like I found the main town of the island. At least, I assume this is the main town? If I had a map, this would be so much less confusing. Was Boss just trying to set me up for failure? It's already past noon and I haven't even started interviewing someone. I'd better hurry this up. I don't get it. There are shops everywhere, so why is no one around? Oh well. I can worry about that after I finish this job. I've got to decide what I'm going to do now. I suppose the best thing to do is... You will have to find a character to interview. Most of Hannah's ideas will send her in the direction of a specific character. If you are in a position to find a character, you will have more choices to make. If you select a wrong option, you will miss the character and end up back where you started. You will continue until you find a character and select an option that leads to a game over. Oh, Jesus. Keep in mind that if you miss a character, you will not get another chance to find them during this playthrough. I have a feeling that this game is going to try very, very, very hard to screw us. And I am going to make a save file right here and just leave that there. Because I think this is going to be a point of no return. Okay. I kind of want to see what the other options are, because I mean, I can either stay right here, check one of the shops, explore the rest of town, go back the way I came, or think of other options. And this town already seems dead. And I just came from the beach and my boss was there. What happens if I try to think of other options? Find an offbeat path, head out of town. Investigate the east side of the island, investigate the west side of the island. For some reason, I want to investigate the west side of the island. And I don't know if it's because I'm kinda into musical theater. But, you know, west side, things don't tend to be so bad. I have no idea what I'll find in that direction, but I suppose I have no reason to believe I shouldn't go west. That's what I'm talking about. Exact same reasoning. Now let's see. I was on the south shore and went straight to get here. So I'll go to the west side of the island and I'll have to go left. I hope going left is the right choice. Hee hee. Laughing at my own jokes. Wow. All of a sudden I'm glad there was no one here for me to interview, because that means there was no one around to hear what I just said. Oh, Jesus. Hannah, or this character, is just a really self-aware character. She's like, I'm kind of awful, but that's okay. Well, it would seem that the left side of the island is nothing but a giant empty field. Of course it is. I sure do know how to pick 'em, don't I? I'd better get back to town before... Huh? That was obviously not a person. In fact, I believe it was a sheep. Genius. But that noise does mean that there is something out in this field. Tracking down the source of that noise could lead to some place with people. Or it could lead me to nothing more than a bunch of sheep. I've got nothing against sheep, but I don't think even Boss would be crazy enough to accept an article based on the interview of a sheep. Although he is crazy, maybe. Maybe... No. That's a ridiculous idea. Focus, Hannah. I need to find a human being, not some farm animals. You know what? I like the idea of a shepherd out in the field. I'm going to track down the noise anyway. I've come this far. Might as well keep pushing forward. Now, which way should I go? Huh. Oh, okay. This way or that way? We're gonna go that way. I said that way. How about this way? No, I said that way. That way. Oh my god. I'm in an endless loop. How about this way? Sure. Am I getting closer? Either way, I'm not there yet. I've got to keep going. I've got to keep going that way. That is the way, right? Yes. Aha! I found something. Huh. What is this? Some kind of farm? Oh, I guess that isn't particularly important right now. I can think about where I am after I get this stupid job over with. Hey, there's a person over there. But that area is blocked off. I probably shouldn't trespass. Looks like I only have one option. Excuse me? Could you come over here? I can't stand raising my voice, and I can't raise my voice because I'm not alone in the house right now. And that would be weird. It makes me seem like some kind of crazy person. At least that seems to have gotten their attention. I think they are coming over here. Yeah, because you were screaming like a crazy person. Oh, look, he's adorable. We're just gonna call him Closed Eyes. That's so very kind of us. May I help you? Yes, finally. I mean, yes, you can help me. Is that so? Well then, what can I do for you, miss? I've wasted a lot of time already, so I will get straight to the point. Today I am on this island to write an article for the bi-seasonal newsletter. The article is about meeting new people, so I've got to interview someone I've never met before, then write about it. The article must be done before the end of the day, but before I can start writing, I need to interview someone. And you want to interview me? Why? I have to interview the very first person I meet. That was you, so. Really? How strange. What makes you say that? Ah, well, I live quite far from the docks. You must have come from there. This is your first day here. It is simply a surprise that you made it all the way here without running into someone else. I I thought that was strange too. Is the island normally so deserted? I thought this place was supposed to be bustling with tourists. It is. At least, I think it is. I don't go to the other parts of the island very often, and most people don't come down this way. There isn't much to see. For the most part, it is nothing more than a wide open field. I noticed. For a moment I feared I would never find anyone out here. Still, that doesn't explain why the beach and town were abandoned. I can't think of any reason for why they would be. Yes, interesting. But anyways, we've got to get back on track. I needed to interview you and you alone. So I'd be very appreciative if you could take a moment to answer my questions. I would be happy to help, but I don't know if I can. You've caught me at a bad time. My animals need me now as well. Your animals? Yes, they need me now especially. It is mid-spring after all. You see, my ranch is expecting some newborns. They should be born any day now. Oh, congratulations, I guess. Thank you. I was actually in the process of sprucing up some birthing pens when you called me over. I see. Wow, this is the most awkward conversation I've ever had with a stranger, real life or fake life. I am completely committed to the choice we have made to interview this dude, but I do not think this is going to make a very good article. So, is that it? You really can't help me. Well, I'm sure your boss will understand if you find someone else. There are many interesting people on this island. If you interview one of them, you will probably end up with a fantastic interview. And I wouldn't get that with you? I'm not terribly exciting. I am happy with the way I am, but I don't know if my life would make for an interesting news article. Still, my boss insisted I interview the first person I met. Sorry. How about I ask you some questions while you're working? I can't let you in the animal pen. That might stress out the animals. There has to be some way for this to work out for both of us. Are you sure you don't have time? I'll keep it as short as possible. Well, he doesn't seem fully convinced. Still, he is obviously hesitant to turn me away, which means there is hope. I won't give up. I have to complete this article. During the part of the game, you need to talk the character into helping Hannah. Selecting wrong options will result in a game over. The amount of right choices available depends on the character. Some characters are more fickle about what you say than others. Oh no. I should have quick saved. Okay, I am mixing the last option. If you do this interview, we can spend so much more time together. Tee-hee. Because I don't think he's that interested in what we got going on. Because we've been describing him as closed eyes. I don't think he cares to be our friend either. So I'll be your bestest friend is off the list. Like, he is perfectly content with his animals. I'm kind of leaning toward option 2. Do you want me to lie to my boss and find someone else? He seems like the kind of guy that would not like lying. Calling this an emergency seems... oh god. I mean, I guess if I have to get back, if the game ends and I have to get back to this point, it's not gonna be the hardest, most difficult thing in the world. Fine, I'll choose what I want to choose. Yay! I like that's now the best sound in the world is the little chimey noise that I did something correctly. No, I wouldn't want that. He seemed kind of like a pushover. I'm sort of surprised he hasn't given in yet. He must be really worried about his animals. I feel bad having to pull him away from his work, but I don't have many options here. I should get back to work now. Hold on for a moment. Is there someone else who could cover for you? No. As far as I know, I'm the only one on the island who has any knowledge on animal birth. I'm not asking you to find someone to help with the birth. You are simply fixing up your pens, right? I'm sure that is very important, but I don't think you need to have an in-depth knowledge on animal birth to handle that. You have a point. But my animals won't be comfortable with a stranger coming in and fussing with their pen. So, don't ask a stranger then. Oh man, I hate me. That could work if the option was available. You don't have a single friend who could give you a hand for a few moments? I don't. There has to be someone. As I said, no one really comes out here. The few who do normally only come for one visit just to see some of the more interesting sights of the ranch. There is no one on the island besides me that my animals are used to. I see. Sorry. That was a good idea, though. This is more difficult than I thought. It was going to be. Still, as long as I can keep talking to him, I have a chance. I hate all of these options. Flutter eyelashes. Come on. Dude, don't be a jerk, just do the interview, or you've got to do it, my boss is crazy. We've got to stay consistent. That's what the game told us. We got to stay consistent. So we didn't flirt with him before, we can't flirt with him now. I'm going option 4 because I think it's most consistent with our first option. We're like, do you really want us to lie to our boss? Oh, yay! Happy chimey sound. That doesn't sound good. So this is really important to you? It is. When is your interview due? Maybe we could do the interview later. I have to finish by today. If I don't get started soon, I won't have enough time to finish. But I appreciate the fact that you're trying to work with me. It's nothing. No, I mean it. So far, you've been the more helpful than the guy who hired me to write this article. I wish I could do more. He seems to feel bad about this entire situation. If I push him just a little more in the right direction, he might still agree. I hate myself. This guy has stuff to do. Oh, poor farm boy with his scarf and his sheep and his animal babies. Oh. I'm not gonna go with pretty please handsome. But I assume I'm saying while pushing my boobs really close together. I'm not going to try to solicit him into like option 4 sounds really dirty too. Tell me what I can do to get you to agree. No. I think my only option is option 2. I'm just trying to make us less awful. Yay! I certainly don't want to say no, but the interview will be short, right? Yes. And we can stay here while I can keep an eye on my animals? Of course. I'll do it then. That is, if you don't mind if I leave every now and then to check on my animals. Really? Yeah, I want to be able to help you. Thank you. It is not a problem if you need to take a break from the interview to make sure everything is okay. That's good. Please try not to take too long. I understand. We will keep this brief. Alright. What happens now? Now I will begin asking you a few questions. Just answer them to the best of your abilities. Okay? What's the first question? That would be, what is your name? I haven't told you that yet, have I? I'm Damon. What is your name? Pats him on the back? What does that even mean? Good for you. I'm asking the questions here. Interviewing isn't for amateurs. Or what, number 2? I'm meat, pleased to hand you. Oh, okay, this is an impression choice. I get it now. Okay. It was serious, eccentric, and friendly. I don't know what the eccentric answer would be. Because number 1 is definitely the serious answer. My name is Hannah. But I want to be friendly to him. Okay. As much as I was laughing before, I think pats him on the back is the friendly answer and not the eccentric one. Because I'm meat, pleased to handle you makes us sound like a crazy person. Okay, let's pat him on the back. Yeah, now it sounds like we're talking to him like he's 2. Hannah! I see. I suppose that's all he has to say on the subject. At least he looks pretty pleased with my introduction. Let's get this interview done. Think of a question. Oh man, okay. He did say that we need to think of these questions organically. Do you cry easily? Have you ever won something? Why are you dressed like that? I mean, he's dressed pretty normally. I'm going for okay. Do you cry easily? I mean, he's got a ranch. Maybe he's won, like, animal and plant competitions. Okay. We're going with the flow here. No. Really? You've never won anything? Well, I mean, I used to play cards with family members, and I've won them. But I'm not sure if that's what you're looking for. That's fine, that works. I'm glad. So you've just never entered a competition, or? I've never entered. Oh, why haven't you ever entered anything before? I don't have much of an interest in competing. What about some kind of animal show? You wouldn't really be you competing, it'd be your animals. That's a nice idea, but it isn't for me. I just don't have the drive. I enjoy watching though. Is that so? Yes. Fortune Island hosts several festivals throughout the year, and I attend every one. Festivals, huh? Which festival is your favorite? I don't think I could pick one. They are all very nice. Alright. Can you tell me about the last festival you attended? Does that include national holidays like New Year's? Or just island celebrations? Just the island ones, please. I have another question. What is it? If it wasn't a spectator event, and I didn't join in, does that count? Just tell me what you have in mind. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, well, there is a tradition on this island where stores will sell special jewelry for 1 week only. During that week, people are only allowed to purchase one piece because of the limited supplies. Then people give their jewelry to someone they care about. And you didn't participate because you didn't have anyone to give your jewelry to? Aha, that's right. That's not such a big deal. I don't buy into the couple holidays myself. Even when I do, have someone to spend them with. Oh, it's not meant to be a couple thing. Although couples normally do exchange jewelry with each other. You can give your piece to a parent or child or whoever. A best friend is a popular choice among islanders. So you could give it to anyone, and you still couldn't participate? Yes. Why not? Don't you like anyone? No, I like the people on this island. I just don't like any one person enough to single them out. I see. Well, we've gotten way off topic now, so I think we should move on. That's fine. Excuse me? Yes, is something wrong? No, but do you mind if we take a short break from the interview so I can check on my animals, Hannah? Okay, so I'm going to make this choice, and then I'm going to end the episode for today because we're about at the 30-minute mark. But this, oh my god, this is a sad, why do we keep encountering these sad human beings? First Yao with his sad backstory where an entire orchestra abandoned him, and now we've got this guy who literally has no friends. He could give jewelry to literally anyone, and he has got no friends. No parents, no kids, no girlfriend, no friends. Holy moly. This is gonna be a sad article. But I thought that the one thing that's got me confused is I thought the article was supposed to be anonymous. And we immediately asked him his name. Oh, so maybe we can't include it in the article, but I think we should have just left it anonymous and not talked to Damon. I think his name's Damon. Not ask Damon his name at all. Okay. So, I gave him permission when we started this interview to go and do whatever he needed to do when it came to the animals. So I don't mind if he's going to take a break. Thank you. I won't be long. Alright. What if he just leaves? Sigh. I'm bored. Should I try to say something to him? It doesn't feel right to stand here in silence. Maybe he'll say something. Huh. Please, who am I kidding? He certainly isn't the chattiest person I've ever met. More inclined to silences, I bet. Besides, he probably wants to be left alone while he's dealing with his animals anyway. I guess I'll just have to wait. Oh good, you're back. I'm glad you didn't take too long. Oh man, I'm just the worst. Yes. Thank you for waiting. No problem. Now let's get back to business. I guess I'll have to make this choice because I can't save from choice screens. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at stopping. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Now this is the last choice. I won't even read the next line. We'll just sign off. We'll just do it. Just do it, man. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I'm literally just the worst. I hate me. I hate everything about me. I hate the questions I ask. I hate the way I treat other people. Okay. What do you do for a living? She asks the rancher who works on the ranch. Or, what do you think people on the island think of you? Or, can I touch your hair? Which is not really a question. I want this to be an in-depth article. I feel like we've learned more about him than anyone on the island knows about it. I'm balls to the wall, man. Balls to the wall. Okay. We're gonna get to this sad turn of events later. And again, keeping that first face save right in there. Just in case. You never know. Maybe Damon's life is just one big game over. Okay, so have a glorious rest of your day, guys, and I will see you for part 3 of FI interview.